football team, we find a way to get it done. I like that. We grind. It's not always smooth. It's great effort. It's togetherness. It's keep battling, and those are things that you like about this. Our practices, it's been great. I mean, I've really enjoyed this group. I told you from the beginning. I like this crowd, and even though we got a bunch of young ones running around, they're getting older all the time. But I really like this crowd.
We'll start down front with Kyle.
Hey, Coach. At what point did you find out that Renner wasn't going to play today, and how big a curveball was that for the defense to adjust?
Well, we found out when Williams ran out on the field, and we thought he was probably going to be in. It's a different deal, but Bud and the guys have made some plans for him too. But he brings another element. He's a tough guy. He's big. He can, he can throw it, but he can run it. Really run it. And that's a real change for them at quarterback. Sometimes you change quarterbacks, and it's not such a big deal. But from them, I think and Renner can run it too. He's a good athlete, but I think Williams has a little more zip to it.
Mike, what was behind? Logan had another good start, real strong first half. What did you see him doing well?
I thought he made some great throws. The high one, a guy was in his face, but I look out there at him, and he sits in there and makes throws, and I was glad to see Stanford come back from a drop and make two great catches. That's great. And then Willie Byrne, he keeps coming up and being productive. But Logan's making good decisions to make them, be productive too. So could be more plays. You look at him; he's tough, smart. The NFL needs to take. They're going to take that guy. If I was there, I guarantee you that'd be taken.
And DJ Coles, what he's been able to do in kind of a limited role for you, DJ Coles, what's his kind of role right now in the offense?
We got him in on certain packages, and get where we think he can benefit our offense. We got some other guys coming. I even liked what Charlie Meyer did there at the end on the onside kick. I think he's a heady guy, and the more he plays, he's going to get better and better. And Carlos, the more he plays, he's going to get better and better. So we got some guys coming.
Frank, just in general, that first half, the way the offense looked, it seemed like the play-action passes, and so the running game got going early. Was that sort of how you envisioned this offense looking when you made these changes this offseason?
Yeah, it's just the fact that we as a offense want to run the ball better, be more productive, and get us into more 2nd and 5s, but the other side of it, I think you got to be able to throw it, and if they're going to gang up on you, you got to be able to throw it, and I think we're getting closer and closer to that. Dimitri caught a big one, a great throw by Logan, so it's not just a gimme that you can load the box and stop the run. I think we're getting closer to being able to be productive in both the run and the pass.
Any concerns out of the second half? I think you gave like 64 yards in the second half.
Pardon me?
I think you had 64 yards in the second half.
Yeah. Just got to keep working. I think you give them credit, and we'll go back and look at it. But really got good offensive coaches. They're going to get us in good positions, and I think they did today. I think we just missed some blocks, but we'll see. We'll see.
Back of the room to Jason.
Coach, kind of touched on the running game a little bit, but how much is that? Are you still sticking with the run, or is there any point?
Say it again.
Just because the way you guys have struggled running the ball.
Well, it's
getting away from that, or are you still set on trying to get that?
No, we're never going to give up the run, but I think you got to be smart. How are they playing you, that's what makes it, a difference, how many people they got in the box, and, whether it's to your advantage to throw the ball or to your advantage to run the ball. And what we've got a quarterback that can really handle that. I mean, he knows what's going on out there. He changes plays, change at the line of scrimmage, and he's very mature in that part. So I really see us continuing to get better and better and take advantage of how they line up.
Hey,
Frank, I think there was a timeout right before Carolina went for it on 4th and 1. Did you all suspect that there'd be some play action and that they'd try to throw it and
No.
talk about Fuller's play?
What happened, they waited till the last second and ran their big people out there. And we didn't want to play with our personnel against that personnel. So, I mean, they did it the very last second. You got to be on your toes. And I think you're supposed to have time to adjust yourself, but I'm not sure we get the time there. So, we call it timeout.
But at that point, after the timeout, did you suspect that they'd go play action?
Well, it was a long 1.5, and I think anytime, it's more than one, I think play action, becomes a possibility, no question. Kyle did a great job hanging with that guy.
Coach, through the first 2 games, you guys were having a lot of receiving troubles, but they've been as efficient as they could be through the last 2 weeks. You had 9 different receivers catch a ball today. What kind of difference have you seen from them from week 1 till now?
Well, like last week, we had 1 drop, and today, I can only really remember 1 drop. We had Mangus out in the flat. It's going to be a tough catch, but I'd like to see him make that catch. But, there's no question. We improved from the opening ball game, being able to operate in the passing game. We're much better right now than we were then. And we just got to get everything else caught up. We're coming, though. We got kids that work hard and they want to.
Right,
We got offensive linemen that really want to. I'm proud of those guys.
What happened in the altercation with their player that got ejected? What did you see?
Well, it's kickoff, and I think the guy, Tyrell's helmet came off. And then I don't know what happened right then, but then I saw the guy come back and swing at Tyrell. And that's all I know.
Your sideline, your coaches seemed pretty upset. They were kind of shouting across the field.
We don't need to be doing that. Let the officials handle that situation. Let's play football. We don't need to be screaming at each other.
You're 2 games into sort of a tough 3-game stretch to start ACC play. Do you feel like you're 5-1 now? Do you feel like you've set the stage for a run here this season? How do you feel you position yourselves?
I think we look forward to next week against Pittsburgh and see how much we can improve this week, and play as hard as we can, and see if we get 1 more win. And then we'll worry about the next one.
thank you, Coach.
Thank y'all.